Well, some of the most powerful political leaders of the last 20 years will be at the Bellagio today.
Yeah, it's a bipartisan meeting. It's a talk aimed at tackling the biggest questions facing the American workforce today. We have Kristen Drummond live at the Bellagio this morning with that story. Hi, Kristen.
Good morning, John. Work setup continues here at the Bellagio this morning for today's event called Investing in America, the Future of Work. The big question, how does government, higher education, and the private sector come together and build a more flexible workforce for the future? Former Democratic Senate Leader Harry Reid, along with former Republican Speaker of the House John Boehner, are headlining the event. They'll be up on that stage over there, and Chuck Todd of NBC's Meet the Press will moderate discussions. And giving us insight about what to expect is Benoit Jacob with MGM Resorts Public Policy Institute from UNLV. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Two big names coming together for a big bipartisan discussion. How does this start the conversation about the 21st century workforce?
Sure. Well, all we hear coming out of D.C. is the partisan divisive politics, and I think this is a great example of two folks from opposing parties coming together to have civil discourse around one of the real pressing issues of the day. A
big pressing issue, a lot of students leaving college with degrees in hands, unable to find a job. What are we seeing in today's climate?
Sure. You know, in the workforce, we're seeing a lot of uncertainty. I mean, especially around middle-class jobs. We see people where they would traditionally, their qualifications would traditionally get them well-paying jobs, now have this sort of uncertainty on what their future looks like. So what we're going to be talking about today is sort of how to bridge that gap.
Bridge that gap. We're also going to be having panel discussions. What will those entail?
Sure. So what we have is some of the leaders in workforce development, education, and in the private sector talking about solutions, different programs that can bridge this gap in education and in workforce development.
All right, trying to bridge that gap for a better workforce in the future. We'll have Patrick Walker, a co-host with Politics Now, here today. He'll be giving Twitter and Facebook updates throughout the day, as well as a recap later on. This event, though, unfortunately is not open to the public. Reporting live, Kristen Drummond, 8 News Now.
All right, Kristen.